July 28th. Have another start of our weekly updates here. Just going to kind of show you guys a few pumpkins that are already putting on pretty quick here over in row 1. These are some autumn cushaw squash. Oh, see if I can get down in there. There we go. They're already putting on several squash already. So I mean, there's 1, 2, and I can't hardly see them, but there's almost 5 right here on this short little section. So they're doing good. All the rest of them got a lot of pumpkins put on them as well. We'll jump over there and show you these in a second. Here on the south end of row 6, 7, and 8. They've grown together now. You can barely walk down through there really. Just going to show you guys. These are some second plant from the end here of row 6. These are some fireball pumpkins. How big they already are, and I mean that's about what they look like when you pick them almost. They're almost ready to pick, kind of. Not really, but I mean, they're definitely pretty far along, but stuff's growing, putting pumpkins on in this heat. It was 100 degrees today. Heat index of almost 115 to 120. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow, so if they can just make another day or two, I think they'll be able to pull through. Back over here at the end of row 4, just going to show you real quick our fertilizer setup. So that's what we can mix our that foliar blend or ignite or some Miracle Grow or stuff like that. We'll mix in there, so it will run here through the hose from the water hydrant, and water will feed through that black line, run up, run in the end, and then run back out the wider clear line back into the irrigation system. So this hose here is irrigating rows 4 through 8. So it lasts about, we're watering right now anywhere right around 100 minutes or 120 minutes, so 2 to 2.5 hours probably on most stuff. But it's a lot of pipe and line, it has to run. But it's should be putting a half a gallon an hour out. So we've been putting about a gallon and a half per plant, or per hill, I guess, every 2 days right now. And see, we've got, so this is regular water hose, rubber hose that we can drive over and stuff. And here we've got that 3/4 inch pipe. We added that 8 mil thickness drip tape in. Actually, that's your drip tape we've added in out here alongside of the rows to get some water on, from your main line out to put it over there another 4 or 5 foot. But this is your 1/2 inch, main feeder line that goes to each hill, each base of the plant. We added that drip tape, and then it goes back to rubber hose to the next row. So we can drive down these middles here with the four-wheeler or full-wheeler and drive over, or the mule or the four-wheeler, and drive over these hoses without bothering our pipe. But just want to show you guys a couple of these. I think it's Atlantic Giants, I believe. Big Macs or Atlantic Giants. They look like Atlantic Giants to me, but this is my hat here beside it, and I mean, the pumpkin's as big as my hat. They're probably already in that 20 to 30 pound range. There you can see it, another one, and there's one right here beside it. So I mean, they've got some pumpkins putting on. These will be my big ones for my displays and stuff. They'll end up being, that 80 pound range or so, but they're surviving the heat so far. Jumped over here now to the 5-acre field, and these guys are starting to grow pretty good too. I mean, they're still behind the rest of them, especially the calf pen. We planted these the same time as the calf pen. I want to get out here again in the morning, and you can see, I mean, this is all sprayed pretty good, but that corner down there, and then see that strip I missed down the middle last week, I need to hit that again. But not doing too bad. They definitely, it's like they had just a lack of nitrogen over here. It's why the vines aren't as big and beautiful and as healthy looking as the other fields, but they're definitely behind. They're not terrible, but they're definitely not like the other ones. But they're still putting pumpkins on. They'll get through this heat wave and they might jump out and surprise us. So we'll jump over here to the calf pen and look at those real quick. Back over here in the calf pen. Remember, this is one of those transplants we're going to pull up. You can still tell he didn't have as good of a start as the rest of them, of course, but he's still doing all right. And it's just crazy to think that these were planted the same time as the field we just come from. I mean, these, no comparison as far as the size of the vines, and which this is the best dirt we got probably right here, and it shows. I mean, they're doing great. I think we counted a couple days ago. This is I believe it was a Big Mac or Lank Giant. I think it was a Lank Giant. I think there was already 17 pumpkins on this one plant here. Or there's probably 2 plants in that hill, so they're already got almost 10 pumpkins apiece. And we'll let them go ahead and grow. The more the merrier. I'd rather have 10 that are 50, 60 pounds instead of 3 or 4 that are 100 pounds or more. They're just get hard to handle. So, but they're doing pretty good. We'll jump over there and give you a quick update on row 7 and look straight down row 7 like we do every week. But so far so good, and we'll conclude for the night once we look at row 7. So there's looking down row 7 again. Just a solid clump of vines just straight down through there. I mean, now these have crossed up by several feet now. And there's you can kind of look back at our previous videos and see that red hose going through there and how far they've come out and have grown, side to side. But they're definitely, I mean, these jacks on the end, they're showing a little bit of stress on them, kind of toward their bases, the older leaves where we might have burned them a little bit earlier and stuff. But I mean, overall they still look amazing from what we're used to. So this thatch is keeping them not only more moist, there's still water. I mean, you can go out here in the middles where it hadn't rained in 2 weeks now and go out there and get a clump of dirt in your fist, and it's still like it's wet enough it clumps up in your fist. I mean, it's just amazing how moist it keeps the ground, and it's also keeping the ground a whole lot cooler. These plants are not wilting at all like they should be. Yeah, there's still a dozen or so that are wilting, pretty good during the day and stuff, but I mean, overall, it's just crazy how these are surviving 120-degree heat index and not just, absolutely flat on the ground all day. So I'm very pleased with how it's turned out so far this year with this thatch. So we might end up updating you guys again here at the end of the week, but so far so good. It's end of July, another month, 4 to 6 weeks, and we'll be picking pumpkins here first, second week of September. So it's going by quick, always does. The days last forever, it seems like, but the months go by pretty quick. So appreciate you guys. Hit that like and subscribe. We'll keep shooting these updates out for you, and can't wait to show you some finished product here in another couple months. Have a good one, guys. God bless you.